Okay, in 8.7, we're going to think a little bit about decay. So decay makes things worse. What we're going to do is we're actually going to find a way to graph that and find a model that works for decay. So let's try to do a little vocabulary here. The first thing we're going to do is write the model. And here's what this one looks like. Real similar to what we were just doing in the previous lesson. We've got y equals c. Now c is still going to be that initial thing we're talking about. But here's what we have in the parentheses. We've got 1 instead of plus r, we have 1 minus r. Well, that kind of makes sense because decay is going to make things worse. So we're going to take stuff away. And we're still using that t power. Let's go ahead and define a couple of our things here. Let's see. The c is going to be our initial quantity. That sounds just like what we did in the previous one. Initial quantity. The r is going to be the percent again, or the rate. T is going to equal time. And y is going to be amount after time. Now that's a pretty good start here. I think the other thing we could write is decay factor is going to be 1 minus r. That might be kind of an obvious one. And we can probably go with this simple of a definition for what we're about to do. And then at the bottom of the page, just to kind of compare what we did in the previous lesson with this one. In the previous lesson, we actually did, I think, a rabbits example where the rabbits grew as they were doubling each year, kind of like this. Well, decay doesn't work that way. Actually, decay starts here and slowly gets worse. And we'll talk a little bit about later on in this lesson about why this levels off.